Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I'm playing Sonic Generations. I have played a couple of Sonic games on the channel before, and I've also played Sonic Generations on the channel before, actually. I think I posted a couple videos on the Shadow campaign and just a couple of memes, but I'm just gonna sit down and play Sonic Generations. I'm going to probably go to technically 4 zones, but 2 zones, classic and modern Sonic for, classic and modern Sonic, Act 1 and Act 2, and then the second stage after that, which is Chemical Plant. And yeah, Green Hill Zone is always kind of a breeze in Sonic games to get used to the alternating paths, and I absolutely love Sonic level design, specifically Generations and Unleashed. Really amazing level design, and yeah, like compared to Forces, which is literally bottomless pits absolutely everywhere, there's just so many paths that you can take. Like, I'm skipping an entire bottom section of the map just by going on the higher, more optimal route, and I absolutely love that in Sonic games. I love it when it gives you freedom of pathways to make your run even faster or slower depending on your skill ceiling. And yeah, I got a S rank pretty easily in Green Hill Zone Act 1 and Act 2 with Modern Sonic. I've also completed the game, so my boost gauge is abnormally large and refilling constantly, so I can technically just boost however and whenever I want. And I just wanted to go to the upper path, so I just I backtracked a little bit. Probably would have been faster just going straight, but it's whatever. Gotta go fast, plow through these enemies, and go through the classic loop-de-loop of Green Hill, which apparently is a canon event because frickin' Sonic Prime. Homing attack off of these guys, slam down here, and yeah, just so much fun. It's so exhilarating playing Sonic Generations, and I have a funny story about Green Hill and Sonic Generations. When it was on PlayStation 3 as a demo, I played the living hell out of Green Hill Zone to the point where I just know, like, the back of my hand, like muscle memory. It's absolutely nuts, and it probably feels the same way for Sonic himself, because he seems to be always going back to Green Hill Zone. But yeah, do some tricks, hit the Sonic Adventure 2 pose right at the end there, and hop on the rail, go to the higher route, hop on the wall. There's not enough wall jumping in this game. I noticed there's a couple levels with like wall jumping, but it's not really a big focus. It's more so platforming, which is fun. But yeah, one thing I kind of wish they did more, like, I know I'm asking a lot. I'm asking a gift horse in the mouth of whatever the expression is, but more DLC related like boss fights. Like, if there was one area where I think Sonic Generations kind of lacked in, it's the boss fights. There's only 3 rival bosses and 3 big bosses, and one of the bosses is just like a level, and the 2 modern Sonic boss fights are just like, I'm going to chase you down, and I just gotta outboost the boss pretty much with Egg Dragoon and especially Shadow the Hedgehog boss fight. And yeah, kind of weird how classic Sonic only has 2 boss fights where modern Sonic has just a ton more boss fights. But that's neither here nor there. Like, with the way Shadow Generations turned out and adding like future levels in the past of Shadow, considering Black Doom reality warping or however it's explained, basically Shadow goes to the future with Forces and Sunset Heights, which is even more impossible because Shadow technically never went there. Very weird. But they could probably do the same thing, introducing characters through the white space of Sonic Forces, not Sonic Forces, through the white space of Sonic Generations, introduce characters that Sonic technically is just going to meet for the first time. Like, for example, one of my favorite characters in the Sonic comics right now is Surge the Tetric. Surge the Tetric is basically a clone of Sonic, but way, way more in depth. Made by a platypus called Dr. Starline, who was absolutely obsessive over Eggman, but then it's like, nah, I could do it better. And he made basically clones of Sonic and Tails using Sonic and Shadow's DNA. And they even do crazy things like basically make him torture Surge and Tsunami. That's the other guy's name. That's basically a copy of Tails. But yeah, freaking, it's nuts. It's nuts. If you don't know who I'm talking about, check out the Imposter Syndrome comics in Imposter Syndrome IDW Sonic comics. Surge is definitely canon, but at the same time, I wish she showed up in a mainline game. And having a Surge the Tetric boss fight would be absolutely nuts. Maybe have, like, if they want to be if Sega wants to be lazy and put Surge the Tetric in that already existing, like, Sonic level like they did with Silver instead of having you fight Soliana, or technically they kind of made their own level with Shadow on the Arc, but it's whatever. If they want to be lazy, they can use Planet Wisp going into, like, the technology area, and Surge just bursts out grabbing a bunch of wisps. And it's a reference to the comics because she does get a power-up where she basically becomes like a rainbow wisp energy freaking bad lady. I don't know. But basically she gets these gauntlets that not only amplifies her electricity power, she has electricity powers, by the way. She can go at the speed of light because freaking lightning powered. But not only that, she has the power of the wisps, because considering Wisp is the only place we see the wisps. Have Surge, like, just grab a bunch of wisps and, like, absorb them, getting it, like, little power boost. I'm imagining the boss fight being some kind of Silver the Hedgehog and Shadow the Hedgehog kind of blend. I don't know. But, yeah, I just, I really want to say a Surge in a mainline Sonic game. That's basically what I'm saying. Or maybe even have Surge DLC story with, like, what they did with Shadow, but, you know, with Surge. Year of Surge? Question mark? I don't know. But this video is at its end. I beat Chemical Plant, and I ranted a little bit about Sonic comics. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave likes, comments, and hasta la pasta. Boom! S-Rank. Let's go.